Yeah. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, lathering herself up with lotion.
I am. I'm trying to get moisturized for a Friday.
All right, and Mano is in the building.
Still here.
New Mano.
Yeah.
He has left.
He has not left. He's not leaving us.
You know why? Because he's scared. You know how somebody thinks you're about to leave them, and they won't go anywhere?
Mano, it was shooken.
Squatting.
No, I don't think that was it.
I think Mano was shooken.
The people have spoken.
Yeah, they have.
The people have unanimously spoken.
What do you call his supporters?
The Manators?
The Manators.
Call them the Mano Mafia.
The Mano Mafia and the Manators have all called in and tweeted and left messages and said they want Mano.
We want Mano. We want Mano.
They're like, don't let them do that to you, bro.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Mano's own people and family members are like, yo, bro, they trying to kick you off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my private conversations.
They believe it.
They not serious,
We would never do that, Mano.
Nah, I feel like there was a clue.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
Like one.
He done learned a new word. Now he want to use it.
Listen, Mano's an integral part of this interview that's going to be happening today. Dr. Rameck Hunt is joining us.
Yes.
He owns an obesity clinic, which, by the way, he's been doing this work for over 10 years.
Okay.
As a doctor. So I know right now it's been the wave for people doing these diet pills and Ozempic and Wegovy. Is it safe? Is it not safe? Who should be taking it? You know, one thing I always say is make sure you do go see a doctor when you decide to do some type of medication. You can't just, order stuff online on the black market.
I know.
Yeah,
some things are like they are trendy, so people just kind of hop on them without knowing.
Viagra. Remember everybody was doing Viagra?
Yeah, Mano still is.
I've never done Viagra, so you just gotta stop right there.
Honey packs and Viagra, the same thing.
I wouldn't say that, but here's the thing: we're not talking about those kind of things. We're talking about weight loss.
We are,
yeah.
So
but what I'm saying in general is something that is prescribed by a doctor.
Right.
You can't just go get it from anywhere.
Right.
Because you want to make sure you're under the care. Make sure that it's not going to interfere with anything else going on in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I was saying things are trendy in terms of how to fix things. And so she gave an example of, what everybody hops
Remember,
on. Remember,
Viagra was very trendy for a period of time.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. That's probably a safer one, no?
We'll keep that between us.
Who knows?
Anything could be not safe, though, if not taken properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Mano has his favorites, but we won't name them. He has a new favorite, too. We have to talk about it at some point.
All right. Well, listen, Dr. Rameck Hunt will be joining us. Also, we do want to shine a light on him. 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up and let us know who you want to shine a light on. We're actually going to be doing some special things in LA for BET weekend.
Yes.
And we'll be doing lip service from the BET Awards, which is really exciting for us. All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. 800-292-5150. Call us up and shine a light on them. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And Mano is here. New Mano. And it's time to shine a light on him. Now, Jasmine, you want to shine a light on someone?
Yes,
correct?
I want to shine a light on my girl, Quinn. She's in the D.C. area, and she does my hair. She does my locks. She does braids. She does all things hair, and I really love her because she takes time out of her schedule to always fit me in. She does an amazing job, and what's really good about her is she takes like 2 hours or less on any kind of hairstyle. And also, I can go in at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and she does my hair.
Yeah.
Is that the same one you said that talks a lot?
First of all, no, I did not. First of all, Quinn don't talk at all.
Oh, okay.
Quinn is about her business. Quinn got very little rap for you, which I'm cool with.
Okay.
And you can find her on Best Neat Braids. Anyway, she does an amazing job. She does faux locks. She does all kind of braids, and she's super fast, and she don't talk your head off. And she's in the DC area, so I get lots of compliments on my hair. So that's
You be going at like 3 in the morning too.
Yeah, because she's flexible, and sometimes it's hard to get in with these stylists. Angela, you and I have really crazy schedules, so either someone has to come to us, or we have to go to them, and they have to be flexible. So
my girl comes to me.
Yeah, she does. I love your girl too when I'm here.
And we watch movies, all right, and do all of that. All right, so who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Hey, Aaron, how are you?
Hey, good morning. How you doing, Angela?
Good morning. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine the light on my boy Mano.
New Mano.
Every day now.
Don't hit on me.
Not no new John Rue. It's new Mano.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, my boy, I need your Duval
Let's make it happen. We're gonna pull up.
Yeah, let's get out there. I love it
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
Duval.
Yes, sir. You can come too, Angela.
Oh
and
my God. I
Jasmine
can't come, but
Brand.
Mano can come.
Nah, we're not bringing Jasmine though.
Okay, Jazz. I'm sorry, baby. New Mano.
New Mano, 100%.
Maybe next
We're
time.
going to stop with these Manators.
That is, yeah, let's call his supporters Maynarders. That's good. That's great, Angela.
Manators.
This is my mafia, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
You too, bro.
What's up, Drama? How are you?
Yeah. What's up? I'm all right. Good morning. How y'all feeling?
Oh,
Good
good.
morning.
We love your name already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who you want to shine a light on?
I wanna shine a light on Janea, my favorite baby mother.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, your
Favorite
favorite
baby
baby mother. How many you got?
I got four.
Okay, but
Oh,
you
she's
got a
the favorite.
favorite.
Okay.
Why is she your favorite?
Because out of all, I learned something from all my baby moms growing up, and this the one that told me like I'm not active in the streets. I've been working for 2 years, same company. I'm a manager. I run my own restaurant.
Okay.
And she's the one she's the female. Some females like that gangster. Oh, he's in the streets. They want that, but she's the female that wanted better. Like, I want somebody tough, but I want somebody steady paycheck. You know, the streets, you gotta look over your shoulder for stick up kids, cops, competition. She didn't want that from me. She wanted somebody doing the right thing, taking care of the
Okay,
kids.
she wasn't
When I
trying to
go
have that
outside,
fast life with you. She
wanted-
wanted you to do better for
She
yourself.
wanted more.
Yeah, but I miss that. I miss that fast money, man.
All right.
Oh, here we
You
go.
know.
All right.
When anything could happen, though, you know what I'm saying? It could all end at any moment.
Yeah, we want you. We want
the
you
risk
safe.
not worth the reward no more.
That's
The
right.
risk
Are y'all
Stay on
still
your path.
Are y'all still together?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's dope. Stay on your path, bro. Stay on your path.
You know, that's Mano.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mano.
What's happening, bro?
You're my favorite rapper from New York, man.
Hey, man.
I
Appreciate
met
you.
you once or twice, nah, you've been doing your thing. You stayed the same. The money ain't changing. Well, a little bit, but it's supposed to.
A little bit.
In a good way.
Yeah, we got a little more
all these
fancy.
Manators.
Just doing your thing, Mano.
Appreciate you, bro.
Lobby boys. You
Lobby
know what's
boys,
going on,
definitely.
All right. Okay. All right, Team Manator.
Yo, I'm from Queens, but Ja Rule, I ain't gonna go crazy, but
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Mano,
okay,
man,
guys,
Team
guys.
Mano, man.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into our rule.
Yeah. People think we serious. Sheesh.
All these Manators going crazy. Well, all right. Well, that was Shine a Light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. And let's talk about this show by The Weeknd, The Idol, that's on HBO. Now, there's been some negative reactions, but The Weeknd says he expected it. All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that yee tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And New Mano is here.
Yep.
Yes, and let's talk about this show, The Idol. Okay, that's on HBO, the weekend show.
Right.
That he actually does with one of the creators of Euphoria as well.
I love Euphoria, by the way.
Okay, do you love The Idol?
I've only watched half the episode with you, Angela. You've been following this show pretty closely.
Well, there was a lot of controversy even before this show started. Remember, Rolling Stone did this whole thing about toxicity and what was happening behind the scenes, and then
Right.
The Weeknd responded to that. Well, in a new interview with Variety, he said that The Weeknd said the Idol's team took an experimental approach to the story, and when asked if he was feeling discouraged by all of the negative responses, because he does executive produce and he also co-created the show, he said, no, that was very much expected. We're playing with genres with this show. We're doing exactly what we wanted to do, and none of this is a surprise. He said it's almost educational that this is what comes of being incredibly famous. You're surrounded by people who you're not sure what their true intentions are. Even if it seems like they're good, you just never know. He said nothing is worse than a yes man, especially when you have a bunch of yes men around you. And when you see a character like Nikki, who is the main character, it's her record label executive, who's not a yes man. She might seem like a bad person, but then you kind of like her for being honest. So it's a very complicated situation. And so, yeah, I mean, there's just been a lot of talk about this show.
I liked it, though.
You like
I
it?
watched the first episode.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get past the first episode, but it was all right.
I'm not surprised that The Weeknd is okay with criticism because he's been in this business for a while.
Yeah,
Not the
so-
TV and film business. So, but he's used to, controversy. He's used to having, people say things that,
Yeah.
are not complimentary. So,
But I feel like he also gets a lot of praise
really?
in general. People like love The Weeknd.
Okay. Yeah, he's popular. He sells a lot.
Yeah, but
he does weird. He does different things. I'll say that sometimes.
Yeah, but to hear what people are saying about this, and they've also been talking about his acting abilities.
But I feel like he said that was kind of intentional, like the acting in terms of like.
But look, the good thing is, even if it's not, you can say it is.
Well, we're also talking about it. You know, we're talking about it.
And look, the show is really popular on YouTube. They said it's like the #1 show when you watch for YouTube.
And Mano loves it.
I didn't say I loved it.
He saw one episode.
I saw one episode. I think it's humorous. The show is humorous.
Is it supposed to be?
Yes.
Funny? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, and I do want to say I think that Lily Rose Depp, who is Johnny Depp's daughter, she does a good job.
I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she does a pretty good job. And that's not an easy role for her to have to play. It's very open. But they said in real life she's like that.
Oh, okay. So she's just
No, I mean like open, not like that
well,
character.
playing like
but,
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, now Donna Summers, speaking of which, because I was also watching her documentary, which is on Max, HBO Max.
I watched it too. I watched like the half of it.
Right, and they're going to be auctioning off her prized possessions. If you watch the documentary, you know that her daughter was very involved with the telling of the story. She was talking to people to know, what people had to say about her mom. And so they said it's better to be shared and to be out in the world than stuck in a closet somewhere. That's what Donna Summers' kids are saying as far as why they're auctioning off some of her items. They said it's really fun to be able to share these with people because it's such a great accomplishment. So you can get her handwritten lyrics, custom gowns, Billboard Disco Awards, gold record plaques, diamond necklaces, unused concert tickets, American Music Awards, and even her Grammy nomination certificate for She Works Hard for the Money. They're all available for purchase, and the bidding is as low as $200. And she's an icon.
She works hard for the money. What's your favorite?
Not her.
It's not?
She works
Yeah,
hard
it
for
is.
That's,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're auctioning off some of those, the Grammy nomination certificate.
What's the name of the documentary?
I think the Donna Summer doc. I can't remember the name of it, but if you look on HBO Max, it just says Donna. You see her face,
It was good.
on there. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Donna Summer song?
I like the "I Feel Love." Is that what it's called?
What was the song we were singing the other night? Feel love, I feel love. But it was,
I feel, and even her talking about why she wrote that song and how it even happened is a really interesting story.
I like that one. Let's do that again.
I feel love. That's what we were just singing.
And
Yeah,
another
but it's
thing
the
about Donna Summer, and they talk about this too on the documentary, is how a lot of what she does was very performance based, and so she gets into the character when she does a song. It's not necessarily her, so it's kind of like the telling of a story, like a play. It's very theatrical. So when you hear some of those songs,
Right.
turn off the lights, sweet darling,
Okay. It's
'cause
not,
tonight is all, or Last Dance.
That's
Last
That was like the last song at the end of the night. Romance tonight.
you really hype though. Like you really.
Okay. So
Well, we want to make y'all want to watch that. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. Mano is here.
Yep.
And Mano was lip shaming us.
No, I wouldn't say I was lip shaming. I know that y'all was talking about getting your lips done, and I just was promoting that for you. Get your lips done.
Yeah, Jasmine was saying, you know what? I want to go get some fillers.
listen, I see the girls looking cute on Instagram. Mano, I wish I could see Mano.
lips.
Mano's
Go
doing
ahead.
duck lips right now. No, I see some really cute, like fuller lips,
Right.
with like just gloss on, and it looks really cute to me. And I was like, Angela, we should get our lips done.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It is fillers, and then it does kind of like wear off.
Dissolve.
Right.
It
Yeah.
dissolves
And
on
then
its
you gotta
own. Then you gotta
re-up.
go. But I have seen instances where people have had allergic reactions.
Yes, and that looks not good.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen to y'all. Y'all should go together and document it.
We have someone good that we can go to.
Yeah, Dr. Michelle Henry.
Yeah, I got fillers from her, so I trust her work.
Yeah.
And I would trust her doing just a little. She's very subtle with her work.
It
You
takes
know-
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you know where you want yours at? Like,
Oh, you told me. I just need is it the top lip or the bottom? The top
let me
lip.
get a little bit of everything, baby. Just get a little puckered up.
Do I?
You know?
I don't want now. I don't want to look like these girls you be dating. Okay.
Because sometimes it's not even fillers. Sometimes people just fill in above the lip with the lip liner, and then under, and that does make your lips look fuller.
But I don't want to have to
But-
do that though. I don't have a top lip. Which lip do you want? Both your lips?
Yeah, I would only do, I think, the top lip.
Okay,
If
yeah.
I did it. But I'm also nervous to do it. But I would try it. Only because
Try
it can work.
it.
And then if you don't like it, you can also dissolve the fillers. They have a way that they can dissolve the fillers for you.
Get your lips done.
The only thing is,
What if it just starts there and then next thing you
Now
know?
listen, you know it's gonna be like puffy
Crazy
and
big,
swollen
yeah.
and bruised at first, right? You gotta
What- what's the- if
let
you-
it- let
Wow.
it- yeah.
I love that Mano's an expert on this. Because
Listen,
he's taken many a woman to go get her
Mano
lips done.
has taken women to get every part of their body done.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's the
my
drop-off
God.
service.
He is.
He's
And
gonna run a service.
I'm a
he
supporter.
also, he also
of,
finances it sometimes.
No, I wouldn't say that. But
I
maybe,
would.
man, you never know.
How much does it cost, Mano, to get lip fillers?
I think I want to say about $500.
That's it?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, about
that I was
Oh.
like, wow, that's a lot.
No, I don't think that's bad for your lips. How much do bodies? How much is the most you spend on the body?
I've never spent on bodies.
Mano, it's
I've
a safe
never
place.
spent on bodies. I've never.
Mano,
me
you want people to
personally,
call in and tell their
I've
secrets and
never-
you're not
try
gonna.
me.
So what have you paid for?
Massages.
Mano.
The after surgery
Yeah.
massage, or
Oh, like the treatment
I help
afterwards?
out, and then I help out also.
oh, you do the
I
massages
help myself around that faja.
around the faja. See, you know all about fajas.
Gosh. Mano, you've never paid for a body before?
No.
Okay.
But you pay for other things.
A Birkin here,
You want a Birkin?
a car there.
Let me Google Mano pay for a
No.
because you know if you Google anything about Mano,
Yesterday it was
something come
Mano kissing. Now it's
Did y'all Google Mano kissing yesterday? Jesus
Hold on,
Christ.
let me
Mano's
look.
a kisser. He gets
It's
all he
not.
goes all
up.
in.
Mano
No, it's
surgery.
Mano's
paid.
tonguing all these attractive ladies down on the world on Beyonce's internet.
Hold on, y'all. I'm looking. Mano pay for a surgery.
Okay, what's coming up?
Something on TMZ, but
No, I haven't paid for no surgeries.
yeah, you know what? That's not coming up.
Okay.
Oh, you were driving without a license, Mano?
Mano, how irresponsible.
Listen, what are we talking about? Y'all talking about old news.
Oh,
That's
my
old news.
goodness.
How irresponsible of you, Mano.
Listen, this is either me paying for something or what?
Whatever we can find on the internet.
It's
Mano,
wow.
Mano, so you think I should get the top lip and the bottom lip or just
You should go and then take a little bit. You don't got no fat nowhere, right? Maybe
My arm.
Take the fat out your arm
Uh-huh.
and put it back somewhere.
You want me to get my butt done, Mano?
Yeah, you
Oh
might
my
as well.
God.
Mano,
Go
I'm
for
not
it.
getting my butt.
You gotta
Go
stop.
for it.
Mano wants me to get my butt
If you
done,
wanna
y'all.
Oh,
go
you
with
know
your
what?
lips.
I'm not gonna lie. Something
Go for
did
it.
come up with Mano with surgery.
Okay, what does it say?
It's from Love and Hip Hop, New York.
I don't have nothing to do with
They
that.
said he gets real. Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
Okay. All right.
Just
Well,
don't
y'all
have
just Google that yourselves.
And you can find out
see it.
amongst
You
your
out of pocket.
Hey, all your listeners, tell them to take a deep dive
Take a deep dive.
and just search Mano.
But anyway, so do you think we should go? At the
I
end of the
think
day,
you
should we
should
go
do
and
it.
document this?
we should do it
Get
before
your
we
lips
go.
done.
Before we go on our next trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it'll have to give it time to the swelling to go down.
Well, yeah. How long does that take for the swelling to go down?
I don't know.
Because Mano has me nervous with the bruising and all this stuff.
Yeah, so
that
it's good
he
if you
speaks
do on
of.
vacation. So
Okay. All right. Well, guys, we're going to get back to y'all on that and let you know if this is going to happen or not. But what I do know is that when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret.
Yes. Please tell us.
800-292-5150 is a number. If you want to call us up, if you want to tell us a secret, we are not going to judge you on this Good Friday. All right? We are not going to ask you
So
your
they
name.
say.
Mano.
So they say.
Because you are anonymous.
Yes.
Call us up, 800-292-5150. This is a judgment-free zone. You used to say that, Mano.
Never said that.
All right, well, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. No judgment. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And Mano is here. Oh, my gosh. You know what's about to happen?
What's about to
Of
happen?
course we know.
Uh-oh.
Tell us a secret.
Please.
It's a Friday also, and y'all be wilding on Fridays with these secrets. Mano, I'm telling you right now, zip it. If you don't have anything nice to say,
can't do it.
We gotta call
bitch.
him
You're
Judge
gone
Mano.
too
He's so
Judge
judgy. He's such a judger.
Okay.
I'm not judging. I'm just giving them the truth, the honest.
All right, well, listen, guys. The number is 800-292-5150. Call us up right now and tell us a secret. Hello, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, you want to tell us a secret?
Yes, I smell like my boyfriend.
Whoa. Who you like then?
I don't like nobody.
Whoa.
So what happened? When did you stop liking him, or did you ever like him?
Okay, I did like him, but he cheated on me.
Oh, okay. So it's not your fault.
It's understandable.
So now you just look at him like, ugh.
Yes, but he's helpful.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so now you just using him for his money?
I can't say I'm using him for his money because he stays with me, but he's helpful.
Oh, he stays with you.
Okay, but he's helpful. He does things around the house.
We love a helpful man.
Oh, do you?
You think you're going to break up with him at some point?
I can see it happening.
Okay. But so you just stay with him only because he's helpful? Let me ask you this. You said you don't like him. Do you dislike him? Like you look at him like, and don't touch me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
How many times did he cheat that you know of?
I feel like it was like a relationship.
Oh, he had a whole
whole nother.
That'll hurt my feelings. I can't do that.
Yeah, like I helped this get a car. He took a to see the point in that car.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yes, an overnight trip.
Listen, girl, I feel like if you don't like him, you think you'll ever get to a place where you like him again, or is that ship has sailed?
If he give me the password to his phone,
Oh, okay.
his location.
Oh.
You're not doing all
Does
that.
he
Then I
know?
might.
Does he know that you don't like him?
He probably could tell.
No, he don't know.
Are you?
Because you like, don't touch me. Like, are you
Does
still
he
freaked out?
like you?
I don't think so.
So y'all just living in the house and y'all not liking each other?
He got a place to stay and she got help.
That's her roommate.
Wow.
More like about to be my income tax dependent.
Oh, that, yeah.
Oh.
Girl, you could do better.
It's no judgment, Angela.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it's true.
No, it's all
Then
right.
somebody just
Yeah,
living with you.
Let Ash
and-
say her opinion. It's all right. It's all right. We have opinions. That's
Yeah.
why you call. What's your name again?
Shay.
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 Nice.
No, it's anonymous. Oh my gosh. Don't stop doing that to people. God.
Okay.
She don't even
Shay.
care. That's how much she don't like her boyfriend. She don't even care.
like,
She's
just
like,
Shay.
it's fine.
But I do want him to know if he's listening.
Uh-oh.
He owe credit acceptance $10,000,
Okay.
Oh my
and I'm gonna
gosh.
tell him where his car is.
Wow. She really do not like him.
Shay
This
is
crazy.
Shay is already checked out.
Well, thank you, Anonymous Shay.
Thank you.
She ready to tell on him and everything. Hey, Anonymous caller, how are you?
Good afternoon. Still morning. Hey, what's going on, you?
What's going on? What's going on? We're ready to hear your secret.
All right. What's up, Mano?
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
I can tell already. He Mano-eccentric. Okay. What's your
All right,
secret?
so unfortunately, I'm about to cross over to white women. I'm about to start dating white women.
Oh.
Oh, my
Are you
gosh.
black?
I am black.
So now what made you decide this?
Man, it seems like, I ain't gonna say all black women, but
Oh, Lord.
they just so angry. They just so angry and just
Here
they
we
just
go.
want to be men. And they just and I get the strong, but they rip it hard apart. It just seems like white women, they just always have it. They ain't gonna. I don't like arguing, but they ain't gonna argue with you. They, not a Karen, but like a vanilla mixed with a little French vanilla with
Right
a
after
little swirl.
Juneteenth.
The nerve.
So you feel like this about all of the black women that you've been dating your whole life? Do you have kids by any black women?
Just for the past two, 2-3 women. But yeah, their mama, she done drove me to this. She drove me to this. She's good mama, but
she drove you to
black
the arms of white women.
Yeah.
Right, but that's the thing though.
Not
I
yet.
mean, you can't say that you just only want to date the white women exclusively and just give up and throw black women in the garbage.
Well, no, I never throw them in the garbage. I never throw them anywhere. But I'm just saying.
You said we're too combative. We argue too much.
We're angry.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think women would say is your faults?
I don't know. I'm a pretty good dude.
He ain't think
He said,
about
I'm
that.
perfect. Yeah.
He's perfect.
He ain't think about that.
Maybe
I don't got no faults.
Communication, consistency of communication, maybe.
That's yes or fault. Those are your shortcomings.
Communication, consistent. Now, what if somebody said all black men don't communicate and are inconsistent? I'm dating white men.
They already say that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I've never said that.
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
I didn't say y'all. I said they.
Okay. How big is your nose?
This is crazy.
Do you have
It's a normal nose.
Okay.
Got a little tump to it.
A little button nose.
that might be the problem.
Yeah.
What? Whoa.
What? A button? I'm supposed to have a snout.
Yo, don't feed into him, bro.
Now,
Don't
there's a
even-
study that says that men with, you could tell how big your penis is by how big your nose is.
So the bigger the nose, the bigger the penis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a grower, so I don't know.
Oh, God.
Not a shower. All right.
So you're like Pinocchio.
Yo, why we
Nose
got- why we
gross.
having this conversation, man? This is a
I mean, my nose is thick, though, so that, yeah.
Now his nose is
All
big.
right. Goodbye, Mr. Inconsistent.
I said that little talk to it.
Don't give up on us, please. But you can date white men. Don't give up on us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just adding it to my repertoire.
Oh, my God. Well,
You know they can have y'all. Actually, they can have you. They can have you.
Yeah,
You
take
ever
'em.
been with a white woman
I thought there
before?
was no judgment, though.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Sorry.
I
See
told
what
you.
I'm saying?
You ever been with a white woman?
Damn. Nah, I went to Palmer one.
Mano, tell him what it's like.
Yeah. Mano, how is it being with a white woman?
I've been with all women.
How's it? But I asked you specifically
I've
about a
been
white woman.
with all women.
How
Okay,
is it
what's
being?
it like? Is it different?
I mean, it's the same.
Okay. Well, thank
No
you.
doubt.
Thank you,
Thank
Anonymous.
you.
He'll be back. They always come back.
We don't want him.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. Okay. Shh.
Mano can't help us.
I know. He cannot stop.
Yeah,
All right,
listen,
And
man.
when
Yeah.
we come back, let's talk about DJ Khaled. He is on the cover of Variety, and we'll talk about some of the highlights from that article. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and Mano is here.
That is I.
Happy Friday, guys.
Yes, indeed. And let's talk about some TV things. All right. Dion Cole is starring in a new original series called Average Joe. That's going to be streaming on BET Plus starting June 26th.
Oh, okay.
I wonder who's going to end up owning BET
Tyler
at some
Perry.
point. But anyway, here is part of that trailer.
Your dad stole $10 million from the Russian mob.
Is that right? You sound insane. What are we gonna do?
Look for the rest of the money.
I think the only way out of this is to leave town.
You're a cop.
Considering
You can't
the
think of other cop
circumstances,
things to
Joe,
do.
You are dead. All of you.
This is not who we are. This is not our life.
There is
10 million problems.
$10 million stolen from the Russian mob. Okay, so Dion Cole has to get himself out of that situation.
Sounds funny.
Also, in other movie news, Tubi, T.I.'s unapologetic hood movie called Departments is heading to Tubi. He wrote and directed this. And so now he's gotten his distribution home on Tubi. And he announced all of that on his social media page. He said, the wait is almost over. Get ready for uncensored, unhinged, unapologetic hood humor at its finest. Fresh out the minds of ones who made it out the trenches and laughed all the way to the bank. Written and directed by At Tip for the Sauce Room. Produced by DC Young Fly and T.I. Executive produced by Little Duval and Carlos Miller. Introducing Ha Ha Mafia and starring the coolest, funniest MFers in Atlanta. So that's going to be coming
nice.
soon
Nice.
to Tubi.
I love that.
It's nice.
Yeah. Listen, you all know I will be at home watching the good old Tubi
You
movie.
love a Tubi movie.
All right, and DJ Khaled is on the cover of Variety, and there's a lot of things that he talks about in this article. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but he's also Variety's Music Mogul of the Year. So,
that's really
So
dope.
he got that, and he talks about handling all of his business transactions personally. He said that he bought his house in 2018, a $26 million mansion, by the way. He got the keys on his final night opening for the Jay-Z and Beyonce On the Run 2 tour.
Oh, beautiful.
He said, I don't let nobody pay nothing for me. I pay the grass guy, the electric bill for the studio, everything. He said, I don't trust business managers.
Wow.
I get it. That seems a little exhausting.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I feel him, though.
Yeah.
All right. He also talks about being raised in New Orleans, and his parents actually sold clothing out of their car at flea markets. And that's kind of what led to him having his entrepreneurial spirit.
Wait a minute. He was raised in New Orleans? Mm-hmm. I didn't know
That's
that.
actually, he met Lil Wayne and
I didn't know that neither. I thought he was
Birdman and
always in
Slim.
Miami.
He worked
I
at
thought
a New
Miami
Orleans record store called Odyssey Records.
That's
Really?
dope.
So he met them in his early teens. He was DJing and organizing parties. And that's
then
how
he went to Miami.
Yeah, and that's how he met those
Okay,
guys.
that's cool. Did y'all see that clip of him falling off a surfboard?
Yes, we did.
Saw that, yeah.
But, at least he got on the surfboard.
Yeah. Listen, he will dare and try a lot of things.
He also talks about for the majority of his career, he's owned half of his masters of everything he's done. He said he was always smart with business. He said his paying off is called leverage. And he said a lot of people complain about bad deals early on, but he said for himself, it's the opposite. Thank you. I learned from this opportunity. Somebody believed in me. I could have gotten a better deal, but I'll get it next time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great attitude to have.
And then he also said it was a tax probe that undid his parents' finances. His dad had a bad accountant. They came in, audited him, and just took everything. They left Florida and went back to New Orleans to start over. And he was like, I'm going to stay here with your blessing. So that's how he ended up, in Miami.
And that's probably why he takes care of paying all his stuff by himself.
And by the way, he's on the golf course daily, he said. Okay. That's one of his passions and some of the things that he's been doing. So anyway, make sure you guys read that full article. I know I've seen little clips of people talking about it, but it's a really interesting one for y'all to check out. Okay. I just gave you some cliff notes. All right. That is your Yeetie. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. Those are the stories that are not in the headlines necessarily. They are flying under the radar. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And new Mano.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, guys.
Yeah, happy Friday.
This is your favorite day of the week, Angela.
Maybe Saturday now.
Okay.
You move your favorite.
Yeah. I think it might. Well, no. I still like being at work.
Okay.
You're right. I like Friday. Okay. I don't want to act like I don't like Fridays.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I don't like being here. Like I do.
Okay. Got it.
Won't he do it? God is good.
Heard you.
All right. Well, it's time for Under the Radar. And this is a nice, good story. California, they want to make electricity more affordable for poor people. They want to charge rich people more.
I like that.
For that. So the way that this works, this plan is in response to a new state law that requires utilities to adopt a fixed price based on household income. That's going to help fund the wires, poles, meters, and customer service that will drive the state's transition to renewable energy. So if you make less than $28,000 in your household, you would pay a $24 fixed charge. Now, $28,000 to $69,000 would pay $34. $69,000 to $180,000 would pay $73, and $180,000 or more would pay $128.
I like that concept.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because listen, I grew up struggling, and there were times when our lights were off, and there were times when our water was off. That would have been really helpful if my mom didn't have to pay like this huge bill, or it was adjusted because she didn't make that much money.
Yeah, so how do they even know how much people earn, though? Because normally
Taxes?
your utilities company won't know how much you earn. They said the California Public Utilities Commission determines which entity and what methods will be used to determine that. So they're recommending an agreed upon third party under state agency supervision or a state agency to manage the data. Okay. Yeah. People are always scamming out here.
Right. You probably got to show proof of what you make, so that therefore you got to show them your tax return.
Yeah, your tax return or something maybe.
Yeah, so this should be interesting, to see if that can happen. And now one question is there a better way to make electricity affordable for low-income people? They said possibly improving the existing system of offering discounts or capping costs for low-income households is another way that this could potentially have been done, too.
Okay, I like that.
All right, now, this scheme is, I feel like, it's crazy, but it is also very elaborate. A fake psychic is facing up to 280 years in prison. And that is for defrauding elderly Americans. This scheme was a $175 million scheme. This Canadian man, Patrice Runner, he's 57 years old. He was found guilty last week of stealing more than $175 million from victims. This was a decades-long mass mailing ring that it often preyed on the vulnerable. So what he would do, he's a Canadian and French dual citizen. He would send millions of letters. He was pretending to be this famous psychic, Maria Duval, who promised to deliver them fortune and happiness in exchange for money. This is between the years of 1994 and 2014. They said that your life was going to take a turn for the better, but in order to get that, you would have to pay, $37.50. And then once you do that, you keep on getting correspondence saying you have to pay more and more and more.
Because just a quick $40 don't seem bad if my life gonna get better. But then you keep, you get me going, get me hooked.
People paying that.
And you get me hooked too.
Yeah, then it's like subscription.
Okay. Now the psychic that they're talking about, Maria Duval, is a real person, but she has nothing to do with this. They did determine she did not know anything of this. She had nothing to do with this. But for over 20 years, Patrice Runner managed the scheme, targeting older Americans by mailing these letters, and they were personalized letters. Oh, by the way. And so once you pay the first fee, then you get hundreds more personalized letters asking for money to cover additional services and guidance. And some victims did lose thousands of dollars through that scheme.
Do they get reimbursed? We don't know, huh?
It depends on if he has that money too.
And he's gonna be in jail, so I don't know.
I mean, he's facing up to 280 years. I also feel like sending out millions of mailers has to be expensive in itself.
Yeah.
He put some time and effort into his crime.
Especially if you do personalized letters. Like, wow.
He sat there. He He was dedicated to his cause.
He did it from 94 to 2014. That's a long
20
time.
years.
Yeah.
That's a long run.
When I say millions of letters, and how much is a stamp? That's a lot of money and investment into. But, he made $175 million.
There you go.
Yeah. Have y'all ever gone to a psychic?
Yes.
No, I've never been to a psychic, ever.
Would you?
No.
That's something else we got to do with you.
What if we bring one up here?
To do y'all?
To do you.
Why would y'all want to do me?
We want to know your future.
Yeah. We want to.
Future looking bright, baby.
I don't believe those people.
You don't believe some people have gifts?
I haven't seen anything that I thought.
Sometimes I feel like I'm slightly psychic.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know how you might think something and then it happens?
I feel like
you think about someone and then they call you, someone you haven't spoke to in a while.
I feel like my business partner Meyer, he's very. I feel like he doesn't. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I cannot stand Mano sometimes.
What type of business?
What type of business y'all got?
All right, well, that was your Under the Radar. And when we come back, we have the Way Up mix coming. It's a Friday, so we partying with y'all. Plus, Dr. Rameck Hunt is going to be joining us. He is an obesity specialist. He has an obesity clinic. He is also the author of the book, The No Guesswork Diet. And he's also one of the 3 doctors. He wrote that book, The Pact.
I remember that book.
Yeah, with his friends. And also, We Beat the Streets. So shout out to Dr. Rameck Hunt, who will be joining us when we come back this Friday. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T.
Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday, Angela.
Happy Friday. And Mano is here.
Yes, Friday it is.
Friday. It's a BET Awards weekend Friday. I know there's going to be a lot of stories after this weekend. I know Monday is going to be lit.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Because it's always
active.
So much, very active. Y'all be safe though and careful.
I was just about to say.
All right, Deion Sanders has to undergo emergency blood clot surgery. They announced that news on Thursday's installment of the Pat McAfee show, in which he's featured as an on-air personality. His surgery is actually, or it was actually this morning. Okay, they said he is up, and I don't even want to tell you what he said. But anyway, he's been dealing with a lot of different issues, as you guys know. But they did find a blood clot in his groin, according to news reports. All right, well, here's what Adam Pac-Man Jones had to say.
Man, I had a chance to talk to him this morning. But he's up speaking. I said, man, I hope they don't have to cut off your That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I said, bro, it'll be bad if they have to cut off your bro. Just cut the leg off.
It's also been in the news that they might have to amputate his foot.
Yeah, that's a big. This is serious stuff.
It's crazy.
He's been having these blood flow problems in that area. He's been really open about the issues with his foot.
Yeah.
He had to use a motorized wheelchair to get around a couple of years ago after some complications from foot surgery while he was coaching at Jackson State. And so hopefully everything's okay. Can you imagine having to get your foot amputated?
No, I cannot. And he's fairly young, I feel like. It's not like he's super old. Right. Not that you ever want to, lose something.
All right, and now let's talk about the movie Dumb Money. Now, if you don't know what that movie's about, it's all about how a group of amateur investors artificially increased the stock value of GameStop. You guys remember when that happened a couple of years ago?
I do, actually.
How did they do that?
Yeah, it was a whole thing on Reddit. Users were coming together to create a market explosion. And so it kind of messed up the whole entire stock market with all these people coming and making the value of GameStop go up, and it artificially increased the stock. And so it just sent everything into a frenzy, and now there's a movie about it. This movie is based on the book The Anti-Social Network, and they also have Seth Rogen in it, by the way, and Pete Davidson's in it too. So
that's going to be funny.
It's definitely a star-studded cast. All right, and Issa Rae, she has a new venture that she's doing. This might be interesting if you're a business owner. All right, she has an inclusive brand marketing shop. It's called Fête. And Fête means party in French.
Okay.
And we also use that in the Caribbean culture.
Oh, I didn't know that.
As like a party, a fête. So basically what they're going to do is help some of these smaller black-owned businesses collaborate and work with on larger brand initiatives. So she wants to support young black creatives and marketers in this field, as she has in entertainment. She has her own media company. And so now this is the next thing that she's doing. And that could be really beneficial and helpful to a lot of these small Black-owned businesses. So you can imagine, just for example, get the opportunity to work with American Express.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I love that.
Or work with Pepsi or something like that. All right. So shout out to Issa Rae for that. And Kodak Black, there's another arrest warrant that has been issued for him in Broward County.
Sheesh.
And that is for missing another meeting with pretrial services in a felony drug case, according to an arrest warrant that was obtained by the local 10 News there. Now, he was initially arrested on July 16th of 2022, and per the judge's orders, he's under strict pretrial release terms, which requires him to submit to substance abuse testing while the case is pending. Well, last week, they did issue a warrant for his arrest after they accused him of not showing up for a drug test on June 9th. All right. So listen, you got to stay on top of that.
Yeah, that's serious.
You know, because you don't want to have to go back to jail for something like you just didn't come and do your test.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea. I'm Angela Yee. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And when we come back, Ty Beauchamp is going to be joining us. She does Morning Mindset with Ty, but she also has a hike and experience during BET's award weekend. She is the TV host, producer, and she's also co-founder of Brown Girl Jane. Now, this hike is also powered by Lululemon, and it's going to be an unforgettable morning of inspiration. We want to make sure that you guys know all about it, because guess what? You can go and you can participate. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine's here from the Jasmine brand.
Yes.
Mano's here.
Yeah.
And Ty Beauchamp is on the line. What's up, Ty?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
All right. Ty is a TV host, a producer. She's also co-founder of Brown Girl Jane. Y'all might have seen me wearing that hoodie. Okay.
That's right.
And let people know what Brown Girl Jane is, by the way.
So Brown Girl Jane, we're focused now on scent. So we're a 5 fragrance brand that is all about elevating your mood and providing wellness solutions for women and just making us feel good. So we're sold at browngirljane.com, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and Saks.
Listen, and what we're excited about is, Jasmine and I are in LA right now for BET Awards, and we're going to be doing the radio room. But you have something amazing that's going to be happening, which the one thing I told Jasmine, right, because we've been invited to numerous parties, I was like, I just want to go for a hike while we're out
That's
there.
what I'm talking about. I love that.
So tell us about what you have going on.
Absolutely. So I started Morning Mindset with Ty, the hike and experience. It's an offshoot of an IG Live series that I started about 3 years ago. You know, just really wanting to provide a safe space for us as Black women and everyone as a community just to come out and feel well. I fell in love with hiking when I moved to LA from New York, because, there is no hiking in New York but on these concrete streets. And I fell in love with hiking, and it really changed my life. It changed my perspective on wellness and what health and wellness look like. It connected me to God and nature in different ways. And so now I host this monthly hike experience in Los Angeles. And this month, and for BET weekend, we're partnering with BET. We're partnering with Lululemon, Athletic Greens, the Boris Al Henson Foundation, just to bring wellness to the community in a really fun way.
Your event on Saturday is how long?
So the event kicks off at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, but it's an experience because we work out, we dance, we have Deja Riley, who is Teddy Riley's daughter, but also an incredible fitness expert and ambassador for Lululemon. She's going to, take us through the decades of hip hop and workout.
Oh, wow.
We have sound bath and meditation. So it's a full experience. We have community circles where we sit down and we talk about, like what's on our hearts and spirits, like what we need and what can we contribute. So the entire event is about 4 hours long, 3.5 hours long. So it's an experience. But the hike itself is about 3 miles long. And we make the hike so that anybody can do this. So this is for all fitness levels. You don't have to be the person who's like, I work out all the time. We have kids who come out who are 2 years old and enjoy it with their family members. We have, I've had a woman actually at a previous hike who had cerebral palsy experience this and, said that she wanted to hike because hiking for me is metaphorical for life. It's one foot after the other. It's, you have these peaks, you have these valleys, you have these times when you're in the desert by yourself and then there are people next to you. And it's like, how do I really hike life? And so that's what the experience is all about. How do we inspire people to feel encouraged to take on whatever they're called to do in this world?
Yes, Morning Mindset with Ty, the hike and experience. And I love the fact that it's embracing anybody at any level.
Yeah.
We got to find some place out here to do it too, by the way, in Jersey, in New York.
We could do South Mountain. South Mountain,
oh,
you know?
South Mountain residents. That's what they used to have the cookouts.
Where's
when we
that
was
at?
coming
Exactly.
up. It's in South Orange, Livingston area.
Oh, New Jersey.
Okay, let's set it up.
Jersey. He said, Jersey. And there are places outside of New York City that are good for it too. So the goal with Morning Mindset, and we're really fortunate because our partners are really stepping up and seeing the value in it, is to take it everywhere. You know, I'm hosting a retreat this summer in Bali. We have 30 women coming over to Bali for a retreat. Y'all gotta, I'm saying, y'all wanna get in on that one.
Let me see what my miles are looking like.
Yeah, that's a long flight. Sheesh.
Check those miles. But yeah, I wanna take this global, and especially, like I said, this is for everybody. But as a Black woman, you know, I know what wellness looks like, and I know it looks different for everyone. And so we want to provide the resources for women and people to feel affirmed, to move, to connect, and then reset. So that way we can do it all over again. So I'm taking this global. That's my word.
How can people find Morning Mindset with Ty, the hike, the experience? How can they join? Even if they can't be in LA, they can get updates and maybe perhaps come on a hike at some point and join the experience.
You can go to morningmindsetwithty.com, sign up for our newsletter. I'm on IG every single morning, Monday through Thursday at 6:30 a.m. PST, 9:30 a.m. EST. It's a dope community of people that just come to really be supportive of one another. And then we'll soon be launching an app. So there are a lot of things happening just really to build community and foster connection through wellness and whatever that looks like for you. I can't stress enough that everyone's not going to be the person who's running Runyon, you know.
I'll never be that girl.
Yeah. Don't say never. You never know.
I'll never run Runyon.
You don't do no running?
I won't run Runyon.
Maybe run for like 5 minutes and then...
Not at Runyon.
Hey, Runyon. But I'd be out of breath just walking, but that's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. We're going to breathe with you, Ange. We're going to breathe with you. So, but like, you know, it's like whatever you need. And I just want the resources for us to stay connected and feel championed and us being well and healing.
Yeah, because that mindset also, since we're talking about mindsets of feeling like you can't do something, you never know what you can possibly do, honestly.
Okay. This is real.
So you try.
This is real.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ty. We're going to see you out there, too, when you get to LA.
I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for all you do and you know, just bringing us the dope stuff all the time. So I'm grateful for you.
All right. We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Ty.
See you soon.
See you guys soon. Thanks so much.
And coming up next, we have Dr. Rameck Hunt, obesity specialist. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
New Mano.
And Mano has been complaining and saying that he is battling obesity every day now.
Yes.
And so what I did was I took the liberty to invite a very special friend, Dr. Rameck Hunt.
What's up?
Dr. Hunt, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. You are an obesity medicine specialist, and you're an author, No Guesswork, right? And that is a weight loss program, but you also have, you founded an obesity clinic.
Yes.
And as of late, we see a lot of celebrities, and now that's trickled down, people using these weight loss drugs that have been causing them to drop crazy amounts of weight. We heard of Ozempic and Wegovy. So I just there's so many different things I want to talk about with you because you talk about resetting what your weight is. You talk about ghrelin, and I remember we had a great conversation about that. I pay attention.
No, you do.
What is the cause of obesity? Because some people think, like you said, it's just that you're eating too much and you're not exercising, because people will look at you just like Lizzo, right? For instance, Lizzo works out all the time. She's a healthy diet. She's a vegetarian. But people always are like, oh, she's not doing anything. And they criticize her and they body shame her all the time. So can you talk about what is the reason why some people can appear to be obese?
Obesity is a disease, and our bodies have set points. Like, for instance, you have a set point for your pH is 7.40. You deviate from that set point, your body brings you back. You don't have to willpower your way back to 7.40. Your temperature is set at 98.6. If you deviate, if you go up, you're going to sweat. If you go down, you're going to shiver. Those are set points. Your body has a set point for your weight as well. But it does it with hormones. One of the hormones is called ghrelin. I call it in my book the hunger gremlin. So ghrelin activates your craving center in your brain. And then there are these other satiating hormones in your gut, which is actually the Ozempics and the Wegovy's of the world. And so those is 7 of them. So these 7 hormones fight against this one big bad ghrelin. And so the way your body works is if you lose weight, your body wants you to get back to your set point weight. Let's say it's 250. So you 200. It's going to get you back there. So but how it can't make you grab a Big Mac, but what your body can do is increase your ghrelin tenfold and reduce your satiating hormones, the one that make you feel satisfied and full, to 0. So you never quite feel satisfied, and you always like, I just want something. And so that's why I say this is not a willpower disease. It is not the person's fault. It has to do with hormones.
It's the gremlin.
It's the gremlin. And sure, everybody has some, stake in the game. Obviously, you got to put in the work. But like we do rat studies where we stick a catheter in the rat's brain and we infuse ghrelin or the gremlin, and they eat until they vomit. Same rat, you stick a catheter in their brain and you block ghrelin. They stare at the food, until they starve to death. Because this is how powerful these hormones are. So when people say, "Oh, it's just willpower," willpower is an emotion. So you could get up on the wrong side of the bed and not have willpower that day. So that is not a good strategy for obesity. And
how can you reset your set point then?
I'm in the camp that you can reset your set point, but it takes many, many years. So the set point has to do with a lot of inflammation in your brain. And that area gets inflamed, and that changes your set point. And a lot of things change your set point. The types of food that we eat, particularly carbohydrates. So it's a science to this. So if you eat a lot of carbohydrates, you will gain weight. So a part of what we do is we tell people to limit their carbohydrates and learn how to navigate in this low carb world. This high carb world. We live in a high carb world.
We definitely do. Because I be having them carb cravings.
You're a pasta person?
Not as much. I like bread though.
Bread, I try to stay away from bread.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a killer.
Doesn't matter what type of bread you eat though, because I'm always like, okay, I'm gonna get
some Ezekiel bread or something. But
yeah,
that's funny about wheat because like the government allows you to say it's wheat if you just sprinkle a little wheat on it. If it's a little brown, so it doesn't have to be like.
What if it says 100% whole wheat?
Wow. The 100% is 100% of the things that they drop in the flour. That was 100%.
Change the color.
Yeah, exactly. If you got a bread that's full of fiber, because that's what wheat is basically, right? It's a carb, but it's a fiber, and fiber is harder to break down. In fact, some fiber doesn't get broken down; it just comes out in your stool. But if you were to eat like a real, like straight up fiber bread, it would taste like cardboard. Now, to mind you, they do sell them, and some of them are okay,
and they do taste like cardboard. If you put a lot of butter on it, you'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
No. We're talking to Dr. Rameck Hunt, and this is very important because he owns an obesity clinic, and a lot of people have been taking these drugs for weight loss. We're going to get the ins and outs of all of that from him. It's Way Up with Angela Yee with Dr. Rameck Hunt.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here and Mano is here. Mano claims that he is battling obesity. All right, and Dr. Rameck Hunt is here to tell us all. So as far as medication, now let's talk about this craze that's been going on because originally Ozempic was for type 2 diabetes, correct?
Correct.
Right, and so now a lot of people have been using that to drop the weight like this.
Yeah.
How safe is that? And because I've been hearing a lot of different things. If you stop using it, the weight comes back. I've heard instances where people have said it's caused them to lose their vision and things like that because there are side effects. How safe is it to use something like Ozempic, and is it a long-term solution or what is it?
Before Ozempic, there was Byetta, which is like 15, 20 years old. So it's the same class of drugs. I've been using Ozempic for years before any celebrity knew about it because we know the mechanism. It's one of those satiating hormones that I was talking to you about. So let's get back to what it's used for. It's used for diabetes, type 2 diabetes, but it's also used for obesity. But the FDA made us change the name. If we are using it for diabetes, we got to call it Ozempic. If we're using it for obesity, we got to call it Wegovy. So it's very clear as to what.
But it's the same thing?
It's the exact same drug.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was the same thing. Okay.
Exact same drug. When people say they can't get it, and they use it for their diabetes, and people are using it for obesity. Again, that means that you don't respect obesity as a disease because obesity is a disease just like diabetes. And in fact, obesity causes diabetes. Right. Obesity causes hypertension. So if you have an obesity-centric approach to taking care of a patient, you will cure or control their diabetes and their high blood pressure and all these other things. And so it is absolutely appropriate to
treat
use
obesity.
these medicines for obesity. In fact, obesity is the #1 disease in this country, in fact, the world, more so than high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, everything. And obesity causes all these things. It's an inflammatory process, so it actually leads to cancers. It's associated specifically with 13 cancers, but many more it's associated with. Now, as far as the side effects that you were saying, the vision thing, that is a rare thing that actually could happen. It's not like something new that we didn't know. It's because you can correct someone's sugar or glucose very rapidly when you use these medications because they're very effective. And so they have a black box like on there to say, hey, make sure your eyes are okay. And it's very, very rare. I've never seen it. That's actually not a big deal.
Okay.
The biggest side effect is, particularly if you overeat, is nausea and vomiting. And so that's why we titrate the dose up very slowly over 3 to 4 months, actually, so that you won't get that nausea, vomiting. It can cause diarrhea and rarely can cause
So it
constipation.
suppresses your appetite. Is
Right.
Right now we are talking to obesity specialist Dr. Rameck Hunt. Okay, so what happens if you stop taking it, right? Does the weight come back?
So when you stop the medication, roughly about 80% of people regain their weight. This is the same medication, Ozempic or Wegovy, that if you had diabetes, you would stay on it for life to control your diabetes. If you have obesity, most people would need to stay on it for life to control their obesity. Now, what I do is tell people is we're going to use it until we get to your goal weight. And if you want to stop this medication at that time, we can, but we're going to monitor you. I'm not going to be like, good job, I'll see you in 1,000 years.
Right.
Like, no, I'm going to monitor. And if your weight starts to go back up, we're going to put you back on it.
Now, what about people who just want to lose a few pounds, right? Because they have a vacation coming up or something like that. And then they're like, let me get my hands on some Ozempic. Because it is important to make sure that you monitor this and or prescribe this.
Absolutely.
Right.
So that's another thing. So one, if you want to lose a couple pounds just because you want to lose a couple pounds and you don't have obesity, that is not FDA approved. That is not something that we would recommend.
Right.
And the other thing is, you definitely need to be prescribed it, because when you see people pull Ozempic or Wegovy out of a vial, it is not Ozempic or Wegovy because it doesn't come in a vial.
Okay.
And if you getting that, it's compounded from somebody who put it together and you don't know where you getting your stuff from. Just like if you
It's not in
got
a vial.
It's not.
What is it
No,
in?
it's in a pen.
How did this get so popular all of a sudden? Because I feel like this is new. Like,
I think it's the celebrities, because I've been using it for years before, and I didn't have any issues getting it. Now, because everybody wants it, because celebrities are talking about it and endorsing it, and they're not endorsing it through the companies. And I'm gonna tell you, you need to put some stock in these companies, because they are there are more that are coming out that are going to be even more effective than the ones that are out now. And you're going to get, you won't have to have, for a lot of people won't even need gastric bypass or the sleeve, because these medications are going to give you those numbers.
normally we would have Ask Ye when we come back, but instead Dr. Rameck Hunt is joining us, obesity specialist. He also owns an obesity clinic. He's also the author of the No Guesswork Weight Loss Plan. This is an important conversation for all of you who are thinking about taking medication to control your weight. Let's hear what he has to say. We got more with Dr. Rameck Hunt when we come back.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Dr. Rameck Hunt is here with us.
So I've been like constantly trying to get this Bruce Lee body.
Oh my gosh.
Just no fat, just chiseled up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Slim, just cut up. What should I do?
You need a low carb diet. This is science. This is not hocus pocus stuff. If you could get your carbs down, you will get that, because what happens is insulin, this is all a hormone game. So it's ghrelin, it's those satiating hormones, but then it's insulin, which is another hormone. Insulin is your fat storage hormone. So if your insulin is high, which carbs make your pancreas secrete insulin, if your insulin is high, it actually takes that food that you eat and packs it away. If your insulin is low, you can actually burn the food that you eat and also burn fat. Because when your insulin is high, you can't turn the fat burning switch on. It's impossible to turn on the fat burning switch if your insulin is high. And the only way to get it low is to get your carbs down. Also intermittent fasting works for the same reason, that you don't eat for a certain amount of time, so that way you're not stimulating insulin. But when people say I'm gonna reduce my calories, well, I thought it was calories in, calories out. It's not. it's carbs in, carbs out. And they like, well, why does a low calorie diet work? Well, the 3 macronutrients in your food. It's carbs, it's protein, and it's fat. If you reduce your calories, you reduce all 3 of them, including carbs. So that's why you lose weight. But you don't have to reduce protein or fat. You only have to reduce carbs. So why are you reducing all those other things? Which is why you can eat hearty with a low carb diet, because you can eat proteins and healthy fats. Another thing about fat, real quick, the healthiest diet in the world is a Mediterranean diet, and that diet is full of fat. It is 50 to 60% fat.
What are some of the carbs that people need to stay away from? We know bread.
It's what we call refined carbohydrates, the stuff that you break down in order to eat, because that turns into sugar. So what is it? It's all the white stuff. So bread, rice, pasta, potatoes. But it doesn't mean you can't eat it. I don't want to make people like, oh, I can't eat. But you can limit how much you eat, but then you can substitute it. Like sometimes, you can eat some cauliflower rice once in a while. You can eat cauliflower mashed potatoes with bacon
zucchini
bits.
noodles.
How about
Zucchini
quinoa?
I
Is
just-
quinoa good as a substitute?
It helps, but again, there's still some carbs in it. So what I tell people is...
It makes me poop, though. Quinoa would make me go to the bathroom for
That's
sure.
good for you.
Yeah.
But what I tell people is, I'm not saying you can't eat carbs. What I tell people is, look, I want you to get your carbs down less than 100. Think of it like this. You got $100 every single day. If you want to spend $75 on a bagel, because that's how many carbs are in a bagel.
That's it.
If
You only got
wanna-
$25
you only got
left.
$25 left. What we don't know is like a lot of things that have carbs. Like some people are like, well, all I do is eat fruit and vegetables. I'm like, okay, so what kind of fruit do you eat? They'd be like, I eat 6 bananas a day.
Oh,
and then and I'll be like, okay, so just so you know, fruit is good, but let's break it down. 1 large banana has the exact same amount of sugar in it as a Snickers bar. That's about 30 to 35 grams of carbs.
But it's a different type of sugar, right?
It's the same type of sugar. The difference is your body will metabolize the sugar in the banana much more healthier, I'd say, than the one in the Snickers bar, because it has fiber in it, and so the absorption is much slower. But the bottom line is you still eventually are going to get those 30 to 35 grams of sugar. And so if you were to compare a banana to berries, and any berry, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, any berry, a handful of berries only has 9 grams of carbs. So you're much better off eating berries than you are if you're following particularly if you're following a low carb diet, than you are eating a banana. So it doesn't mean you can't eat a banana, but maybe eat half of the banana. So then instead of 30 carbs, you're getting 15 grams.
And how do you eat it? Do you eat it like...
You should have saw it.
Can't even eat a banana nowadays. Yeah, you got to break it now. You can't get caught with a banana like that. This is wild.
Can you have glizzies?
Yeah, it's crazy. The world is over.
All right, well, listen, Dr. Rameck Hunt, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, the book that you have out is The No Guesswork Diet, and it's transformative for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that you've helped, and so that's why I wanted to make sure I brought you up here, because I've been watching so many things and reading so many different stories, and so I wanted to get it straight from you.
Yeah, and I want to just say the reason I wrote this book is because doctors do not really help us with weight loss. We blame it on the patient, and so, but that's not what we should be doing. So I wrote this book to take the guesswork, that's why I call it No Guesswork, out of healthy living and to help you get to a healthier weight, because there's so many gimmicks out there, and because doctors don't instruct you, you are on late night television flipping through the channel like, I'm gonna buy this tummy roller, I'm gonna buy this drink, and it's dizzying. So that's why I wanted to write, because these are facts. I got references in the back. I'm actually in the studio, Mano, producing, doing my audiobook, though I'm not rapping, but yeah, so the sort of audiobook will be out in about 6 weeks. So if you know, so you can read it, you can listen to it. So and I hope you like it. If you do, just let us know.
And where can people find you?
They can find me on social media, although I'm not on there as much as I should be, at Dr. Rameck Hunt on all
Rameck.
Yes,
Dr. Rameck Hunt.
And then, you know, I'm a part of the 3 Doctors. We wrote a bestseller called The Pact, a New York Times bestseller. We actually, and this is public knowledge, we're actually working with CBS on a television series for that book.
Finally,
yes,
I've been waiting forever for this movie or series to come. So that's amazing. Oh, good.
Yeah, so
and everybody read that book, The Pact, growing up. It was 3 doctors. You guys were friends growing up, and you made a pact to become doctors, and you fulfilled that after overcoming many obstacles. I told Mano he would love you. I was like, you know, he beat an attempted murder charge and went on to become a doctor.
Come on now, stop it.
You always want to bring up old stuff, right? You always want to bring up old stuff. New Mano, new Dr. Rameck. No, not the old version. The new brand better than the old brand, baby.
Thank you,
this is
brother.
my friend in real life.
That's right,
And
that's
so
right.
I appreciate you and all the work that you've been doing.
Thank you.
Mano, ready for a new Mano?
That's right, new Mano.
Man, I'm about to get right.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Get right the right way. And when we come back, of course, you guys have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, 800-292-5150.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And Mano's here on a Friday.
I'm always here on Friday.
Wait a minute, I'm not always here on Fridays. Can I
Right.
get that same, excitement,
because
Angela?
you're not
Jasmine's
usually
here on a Friday.
Yay!
You're not usually here, though, Jazz.
I love being on here on Fridays. And this was a great show.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah, we have fun today.
But you're usually not here, though, Jazz.
Heard you the first time, Mano. Got it.
Heard
okay?
you.
Heard you.
No, because I don't know how I feel about that. You just not coming to work.
Mano, you hold it down for me when I'm not here.
But don't worry, Ja Rule's on standby.
Wow. Yeah. Not just any brand.
New Ja Rule.
Hey, keep on talking.
No, stop. We've already started enough beef with Mano.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They're in the studio right now writing diss tracks about us.
Ja Rule and Pusha T.
But anyway, okay. Thank you to Dr. Rameck Hunt for joining us. Hope you guys learned a lot from that conversation. Definitely will be going to visit his clinic.
I might go to. No,
Jersey.
Mano needs to go
You
because
don't
Mano
need
said
it.
he's trying to
I'm
lose a
battling
little bit of weight.
obesity.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm battling obesity as well.
Yeah.
So we'll go together.
Yeah.
Mano, we'll go there, come back slim and trim, baby.
I know, that's right.
Watch out,
Snatch.
world. Also, BET Awards is this weekend, so make sure you guys tune in for that. We're going to have some special content for y'all, too, because, this is Way Up with Angela Yee, and we have correspondents everywhere. Jasmine and I, BET Awards, Mano at Essence Festival.
Yeah.
On a panel,
It
talking
only
that talk.
makes sense.
It only makes sense,
He don't,
right?
I don't really know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
He's
it
like,
don't
I'm just
matter.
there.
It don't matter.
Well,
I can talk
hopefully
about
Jim
anything.
Jones is still talking to him.
Wow. Stop. Man. Stop.
Fitlet,
man.
baby.
What was that line, Angela?
I don't remember. What's my line?
I was instead of twerking, you better be work. No.
No, what I say? Yeah,
Yeah, out here.
twerking out. Look
You
like you
wasn't talk-
twerking out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what was it, Angela?
I don't remember.
A disrespectful crew. Y'all gotta stop playing.
New Mano.
All right. Well, anyway, y'all have an amazing weekend, and we cannot wait to check back in with you on Monday. You can always leave a message. Drunk dial us. Have the last word.
Yes.
800-292-5150. Last word.
I want to shine a light on you, Angela. I just came home a couple years ago, but my whole time while I was away, hearing you give a positive input on life on the radio made me look at life differently and made me shape just to be a better man. So when I came home, not for you, like nothing with it, but it just made me think. I want to shine a light on you, though. Thank you.
Hi, I want to say my secret. I'm pregnant with my 5th child and just want to tell my ex, like he doesn't know. Congratulations.
I want to shine a light on the Jasmine brand. I just want to let you know that I love you. Thank you. Beautiful.
I want to shine a light on my best friend, Cordelia. She's helping me through my surgery on Monday. She's an amazing friend. I love her so much. Love you, Cor. She's amazing.
I want to tell you guys a secret. So I cheated on my wife with my manager only so I can make more money so I can provide for my wife.
I just want to shine a light on black men. They don't get the attention and love and acknowledgement that they deserve sometimes. So I just want to say, black man, I love you. I see you. You are more than enough.
You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.